you. Now, so alcohol taps you into your yin, aka your soul. So alcohol is more internal. It's attaching to your yin self, the internal, the soul. And this is why when people drink, they become emotional. Because the soul is your emotional state. So once you drink, that alcohol, that is why we say that drunkards tell the truth. Because once you get that bottle, once you take your keg, once you drink, it taps into your yin, which is your inner vibration, your soul, and now you can't keep quiet. Now you are speaking. Hey, now you can't. Now you are speaking the truth. You may not have a real gorova. No, koti gorova have you. No, not madaraka. You know what I'm saying? So that is how now alcohol connects you to that. So now, the pills or any pill that you are taking, or any cookie that you are taking, any edible, any something that is edible and physical that you are taking to tap you into the gateway, now that taps more into the physical. That is why when you eat edibles, you are sleepy. So edibles, or when you are using drugs that get in touch with your body, the physical part, this is more about now affecting the physical, the metaphysical, the form, the shape, the body. So either you start getting sleepy, or it could be a muscle relaxer, or it could be a muscle enhancer, aka you are taking a pill to get your D cup, okay? Or you are taking a pill to make you wet down there for our women nowadays, because even we have a lot of women nowadays, they can't even get wet. Nakuwa kazi ngumu sana saa zote kushindwa ukipaka mate unashindwa nakauka kwa nini? It's because their hormones have also been affected, you know. A woman should be wet all throughout. Si ile tena kuchafua, but at least wet. Now, back to the topic. So, and we know now that we have pills to make women wet. We know that we also have pills to make men hard, okay? We know that we have pills that are meant to sustain men, like kind of like a testosterone kind of boost to keep you going longer. So all these affect the muscles. Now, so we have looked at smoking, alcohol, taking a pill. So now let's get directly now into how this works now. So, for example, when it comes to an alcoholic, when they drink, they tell the truth. Because when they are taking anything like codeine or alcohol, when it goes to their body, it touches or attaches into their vibration, or their yin vibration, their soul. And so, if they are having chaotic emotions, now they tell the truth. So how the alcohol affects you emotionally on the spiritual world is, it attaches to your feelings. Okay? Because it's a liquid, it's heavy, it's dense, it's liquid. That is even why it's called alcohol. That is even why we say that alcohol is named after a spirit. So it's not that the alcohol has got spirits that can attack you. It's just that when you drink the alcohol, it attaches and takes you into your lower vibrational form, into your yin. So it takes your soul and makes your soul feel heavy. Nionanga mtu mwingine akikunywa anaanza kulia, because they are overwhelmed. Now, the attack now comes when you are low vibrating, and so your emotions becomes chaotic. So you are crying, unalia kwa you are joy. So now that you're in that state of chaotic emotions, now you can get spiritually attacked. Okay? It's not that the alcohol has got a spirit or the alcohol is possessed, no. But alcohol taps you into that realm of your soul or your emotional part being heavy. And that is why you should know how to drink, aka like Jesus. You should learn how to turn your waters into wine, aka you take or you go to have a drink only when you are celebrating something, so that you can cheers, let's toast. So you need to drink so that you can walk over your emotions. You need to, because you already have emotions and feelings and waters and you're heavy. When you drink now, you should only drink if you know how to drink. So if you don't know how to drink, don't drink. That is even why they said underage. Underage is not about how many years you are. Underage meant you didn't know or you don't know the alchemy of turning your waters into wine, aka when you drink, you should only be drinking when you are toasting to something nice, when you are commissioning a ship. So you have to break a champagne bottle on that ship kubariki, but wewe ukikuja kwenyu unasema pombe haibariki, but you are getting on a ship to go to Hollywood, you are getting on a ship to go on a yacht ride, na hiyo yacht ride ilibarikiwa na pombe. Hakuna meli ya kubeba abiria ibariki yangu na pombe. They have to break a bottle on that nini. But now with your Christian ass, you are there. I do not believe in anything being blessed by alcohol, but you're on a yacht. You're on a ship. Sasa ni nani amepotea sasa? Now, so alcohol, when it taps in, if you don't have the strength, if you have the strength, because there are some people who can, if you know how to control your drink, that is why they say know how to control your drink. So you're only doing it for a social gathering, and so you don't get too drunk. Now, tutoke kwa alcohol, we go into what you call smoking. So smoking, remember what we said. So smoking taps you into your conscious realm, aka into your frequency realm of consciousness, aka ideas, aka thoughts, all the way to the point unasikia mtu akisema give me a cigarette so that I can think clearly. Even when someone is being tortured, unanyimango sigara, then they torture you. And the moment the guy who's investigating you comes to the room, they give you a cigarette and they light it up for you, that witchcraft. The moment you receive that witchcraft, the moment you inhale. So they know that a cigarette, anything that you smoke, they know by default it taps you into the frequency realm. It taps you into ideas and thoughts. So the moment they give you that cigarette, CIA, FBI, and you smoke, anakuambia, now I know you are going to tell me the truth. Let me help you. You know, I can help you make a plea where instead of 70 years, you get 20. So because you have smoked, by default, they know that they have gotten you. If they had denied you the cigarette, they know you are going to go to the highest realm, the frequency, the highest frequency realm that you can get through a smoke is an idea or a thought. So whether the idea is good or bad, they don't care. Whether the thought is good or bad, they don't care. All they know is that you are going to add into the conversation. You are going utaropokwa vitu zingine huku umeongea mara ya kwanza. So you are going to add some more thoughts or some ideas. And they know that the raw vibrational smoke they give you, so you don't even know. You have been denied a cigarette. So they come to you with a specific cigarettes. Unajua, a lot of people don't even know these things. You think in the movie anapeangwa sigara. No. In actual worlds of interrogation, it's a special type of cigarette. It's a special type of tobacco that brings you to your lowest vibrational. Okay? So when you're given that type of cigarette, it's still a cigarette, it's still a tobacco, it's grown in a specific area. The moment you smoke it, it brings you to a low vibrational moment. So it taps you to your frequency of thought and feelings and ideas, but on a low vibrational point. So what do? You panic. You become nervous. Now you start shaking. Sasa mwenye anakuinvestigate anakuambia, have you been lying to us? You seem to be panicking. You seem to be nervous. So by the time they take the cigarette away from you, and now say you are going to tell us the truth, now they have gotten you. You are going to speak. You are going to tell everything. You are even going to snitch on your grandmother. Oh, I gave my grandmother $10 million. I hid another. Utaongea. Anyway, this was not about interrogation and everything. Just to show you, like, what you think you know is not what you think you know. You know what I'm saying? So, mambo ni mengi. Why do you think someone who's interrogating you would give you a cigarette? Or because you saw it in movies, yeah? Or you saw it in a movie. So now when you're being investigated and interrogated and you're a smoker and they offer you a cigarette because you saw it in a movie, you just take that vibe. You just take that cigarette. You just took the lowest form of what you can call a frequency attack, smoke-induced drug to tap you into your ideas and thoughts, but to tap them into you on a lower vibration. So this puts you in what you call a panic mode or a nervous moment. This is why it's very important to know yourself. Because if you know yourself, you can take the cigarette and play the joke on them. AKA, when you are watching a movie, you think it's a movie, when they inhale the smoke and they blow the smoke back to the investigator. Wewe unaonanga, oh shit, this guy is such a bad boy, like, yani amechapwa, amepewa, but amemrudishia. But you're forgetting you're watching a movie. And the world is a state play. Now, what you are being shown is an actual reverse ritual to that. So if they give you a cigarette, you're supposed to, the first smoke you give them. So if it's poisonous, it's for them. The same way they spit in the movies. Pooh! Fuck you and your motherfuckers. That's a ritual. Anyway, back to our conversation of drugs and drinking. And when you start talking about these things, we go too far. We shouldn't go too far. So let me ask you, let me fuck up with your mind first. Let me just fuck up with your mind. Just because, I like fucking up with your minds. I like people who have bigger minds. If you can float on water, you struggle to float on water. But when you die, you float on water. Now, fire, a flame, floats in the air. Right? But if fire is to burn you, you are going to come down. So instead of fire, which floats, and you are dead, you are floating in water, instead of us putting you on fire, and fire floats, and you should be floating, if we put you in fire, you are going to burn and come down as ash. Let me see how many people who are watching can understand what that is. Let me see how many people, esoterically speaking, who are in those kind of thought forms. Now, so when they call them getaway drugs, they don't mean getaway drugs the way you think. They mean gateway drugs. So that is why they say they are lost in gateway drugs. Don't be lost in a gateway drug. Because what happens is that what is on your mind is what you give birth to. And when you get lost in these mind states, these gateway birds, thank you, love. Just brought a big cup of cocoa. Cocoa manjama. And some, no, ita cocoa akuja atanisumbua. Go cocoa the pooper. And some small donuts. A man's breakfast is equivalent to amount of work he did last night. So this shows you have done nothing. Okay? A man's breakfast is equivalent to the amount of work they put in. So if you are served Vienna sausages in the morning, just know you did a lousy job. Okay? So, terrible. Anyway, back to the live. So where were we before breakfast came? We can change the whole subject. We can stop talking about drugs and drinking. We can speak about. We can go deep now. That was just warming you. That was just foreplay. That is esoteric foreplay. Sawa. Tuseme all that esoteric wisdom was what you can call esoteric foreplay. So let's go deep, okay? So I hope my ladies are ready. I hope I got everyone wet. I hope all the males in the group chat, you are all now hard for knowledge. I hope I got you hard for knowledge because I'm about to go hard. And all the ladies, I hope I got you wet enough because you're about to go deep, okay? Now, that in itself means the spirit is the without, and the soul is the within. Ask ingine tena. Yambura is very ready. She's already moist for wisdom. Okay, who else is west for wisdom? Who wants to know why alcohol is so advertised? Who wants to know? Do you want us to get into alcohol deeper? Like, who wants to know why alcohol is so advertised. Like, who wants to know that they know what they are doing? Let's pick a book. Let's pick a book. Pick a boom boom. Potent brews. Pick a boom boom. The ancestors have said we tell you. Which ancestors have you been talking to, Amodaka? Don't lie to the children that you're talking to ancestors. Don't try lying to the children that you're talking to ancestors. You can't be lying to children of God that you're talking to the ancestors. Don't lie. Potent brews. And how they poisoned your drinks and make you forget your drinks. These people be drinking cocoa like Jengawa Mudhaka. They forgot about their drink. But before we get to the drinking part and the dancing part, let's talk about how alcohol is pushed. First of all, you have to make it very strong. That sounds like a whiskey. We are looking for some gin. That is gin. We are looking for a spirit. We are looking for gin. Let's look for some gin. That's a beer. So now, alcohol has to be made potent. Alcohol has to be made strong. So this creates a strong vibration, which is the highest vibration. That sounds so high. Is that a whiskey or a gin? A whiskey? A beer? Changa? Moratina? I like Moratina. So now, alcohol is pushed into that context. So this taps you more strongly into your emotional part. Have you seen them drunk, lying on the streets? They can't move their bloody ass. They drank that cognac instead of Moratina. More in tune with self. That cognac put them down. So now, when that alcohol now taps you more into your emotional side on a stronger, more potent way, now they get you ready for you, or they get ready to tap into that. So they have the whole world drinking, and everybody is watching a football match around the same time around the world. They have so many people on drinks, Heinekens, Tusker, all these drinks or vibrational drinks. Everybody is drinking courtesy of football, but they know the reason. You don't know how to turn your waters into wine. They are about to disappoint one side. That's very low vibrational, and the drinks are potent and strong. Make them lose. Make them lose. 8-0. Man U inachapo 8-0 na timu ya Kenya. Oh my God. Look at the date in the sky. Where is the sky? You look in the sky. Ati Man U imepigwa 8. Imepigwa 8 na timu ya kutoka Saudi Arabia. Oh no. Everybody is thinking a certain way. What is this now? Now, they tap into that. You have old people who are watching TV at home. They are retired. All they do is watch CNN, NBC. Old men watching news on the TV. They put TVs in the bars to tap into that. They know the spirit of alcohol. Spirits of alcohol. Spirit of alcohol is very busy tapping into that. Sawa sawa. Everything is a plan. You think the people who rule the world don't know about alcohol and how it can be used a certain time? Let's talk about sex. No more talking about drugs and Bruce. Anyway, Justin Willis wrote a book. It's called Potent Brews. How they came for your drinks. How they attacked your Moratina. How they attacked your Busa. How they attacked your drinks. They did a feasibility study on your drinks. Mimi napenda chang'aa sana, nikipata chang'aa mzuri. Mimi napenda Moratina sana, juu niko na asali yangu, niko na mizinga zangu. Mimi napenda pombe ya kienyeji yenye imetengenezwa vizuri sana, napenda sana. Pia napenda pombe ya kununua kama imeundwa vizuri. Ndio maana huwezi niona nikikunywa Gilbert, na kunywanga kama ni Tusker, na kunywa Tusker kidogo. Ikiana wakati wa whisky tunaanza pale what you call a Talisker. So if you want to gift me, anzia a Talisker, okay, a Glenlivet, 28 years, 22, a Talisker, you know, tukienda juu huko. I don't even do JD. JD is shit to me. Jack Daniels is not a drink. It's too low, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate some good gin. So, kuanzia Gordon gin, any exotic gin, kuenda juu, vitu kama hizo. Sasa, it was hunger. If you find hunger is disturbing, or you do not have salt or soap, or do not have oil, then you decide to make all or sell beer so that you can buy soap, salt and groundnuts. That is why we used to make it. In 1952, a judge in Kenya described a case which he had come before him. A girl convicted of brewing and selling illicit liquor asked if she could speak in her own defense. 1952 ilikuwa inaitwa illicit liquor. In 1952, pombe ya Mwafrika ilikuwa inaitwa illicit liquor. I did it to earn my dowry, she said. My parents wish me to marry, but I will not be an old man's donkey. African women are seeking independence through illicit means, since there are no other opportunities open to them. Wamama walipoanza kushikiwa mabwana wao wakienda kwa hoteli ama kwa msitu, kuna wenye walienda kupigania uhuru kwa hoteli na kuna walienda kupigania uhuru kwa msitu. So, kuna wenye walipigania maumau kwa msitu, wengine walikuwa kwa hoteli, hata walikuwa wanazaa huko kwa hoteli. Na wanazaa hata na watu weupe. Sasa, in the same way, you have people who are hecklers and voters, and there are people who are in those offices. So, you have to know how our government is formed. Mnajua mmesahau you are the society. You are the government. So, whatever you are going through, it is nyinyi. Si hawa tumechagua, it is you. It is a collective mindset. So, beer wars and power wars, state capital and drinking well-being. I would prefer you go and buy this book, if you can find it. I prefer you go and you buy this book, if you can find it. Okay? Go and buy this book, if you can find it. It's a big book. But this book can open your eyes. This is about how they took over your alcohol and why they passed for the alcohol, the $1 billion industry, and why you cannot benefit from your alcohol, but they can benefit from their brands and how they even made the deals, how the papers they signed, which make it so hard hata for the government. Si ati your government haiwezi kukubalisha uze karobo, ni zile vitu walisign. They signed so many deals with the whites so that they can be importing from the whites. They needed the European and they even had the consumption tables of pombe. Watu wakikunywa 1922 to 1948 walikuwa na Europeans, Asians, pombe, mount za kreti. Walikuwa na hesabu kreti. Liters. Population ya watu wanakunywa inahesabiwa. They did a bottled beer production, everything. So when you see people drinking, don't blame your people for drinking. This thing was planned. And ndio mjue kujitoa, you need to be awake. You need to learn these things. Ndio mjue how these rules are made. Formalization and tax of Kibuku. Formalization and tax of Kibuku. Like even how they decided how they will be. Chibuku, your favorite traditional beer, is prepared from the best Tanzanian cereals in the most modern machinery and processes for very strict hygiene conditions to give you the promise of absolute purity. In Tanzania, like, so, this is an East African study, not just in Kenya. East African study. This book will allow you, this will even show you how your entertainment, religion, and everything is designed. That's it on drugs and alcohol and edibles and pills. We are done. Since there's no question, we can end the show. It was a quickie. It was a Sunday esoteric quickie in the morning. Did we go for an hour? A quickie should be from an hour plus. Someone is asking me if I believe in Joshua. I don't know who Joshua is. Who is Joshua? Okay, there's no questions. Cancellation, detachment works to reverse the expected normal outcomes. I admit I don't know. You do know, it's just that you forgot. Yeah, you can break a bottle in a new business. It's the intention that matters. Sasa kuna mtu aniambia ongea Kikuyu. Imagine someone telling me on my page how to speak. If we were to do a Gikuyu examination, I'd beat you hands down. I hope they start doing subtitle in Kikuyu. Naongea Kizungu, inaandika subtitle in Kikuyu. Nasema, oh God, inajedika, oi gai. Hapo. That is development. Speak in Kikuyu, subtitle in Kikuyu. Sindio? That can work best, eh? Because I can speak in way I want. I can speak in Kamba. None Kikamba ko, ni mwezi huu. Ninena Kikamba. I can speak Masai. Lomon Sida Yenkai. Lokipotitoye. Or Sereni. Potent Bruce. Yes, that's the book. Can one live with opposite mind every time? You live on your opposite mind all the time. Or someone is asking, it's called Potent Bruce. You read this book, you start appreciating your drinks. You start thinking of how you can bring back the art of making alcohol. Unajua hujakatazwa kutengeneza pombe wewe yako kwa nyumba. Pombe inakuanga haramu ukiuza. So you can learn to make your own drinks. You can make your own meads. Munjiro makes wine in the house. Hibiscus wines, herbal wines. You can make your own drinks for your own consumption. Good drinks. Get on TikTok. Start making your own spirits. Start making your own whiskey na viazi. Kwa nyumba. Nice drinks with good intention. With the right energy. imetoka kwa waru za kwenyu, zimetoka kwa shamba ya kwenyu, mulikuwa mnazipanda mukiziimbia, and the intention was pure. Take back your power. You are the society. You create the economy, but you create the economy for the wrong people. You know how much money you can save by making beautiful drinks? Unaenda kwa beste yako na yako anakuja kwake na yake. Unless tuna grow our own business ya alcohol in Kenya, we should stop all this importation of alcohol from outside. Wacha ikuje ikae kwa shelf, hakuna mtu anakunywa. Go and buy this book. Go and buy this book. Go and buy this book. This video is not sponsored by anyone. Go and buy this book. Everything is hidden in books. This book can help you awaken. Si maneno ya alcohol peke yake. Utajua venye vitu zinakuanga zimesetiwa. Utaanza kuappreciate kupeleka unga yako kwa kisiagi. Wewe, you'll be appreciating kuvuna mahindi, unakausha, unapeleka kisiagi, unatoa ya kuku, kando, unakonyolewa, unatolewa unga safi yako, unaweka kwa ndoo, unakula mwaka mzima. Good flour. Utaacha kukua worried, aflatoxin. Utaanza kukua worried na vitu kama you get back your power, people. You create the society. You take back the power pole pole. Si unauza mahindi unaenda kununua unga. And you complain of aflatoxin. There's something wrong with your mind. Booga booga. African mind. Thank you for coming through. It was a beautiful moment. It was nice to see you on a Sunday morning. The sun is in Libra. Today is a day of expressing your individuality. The colors of today are colors to do with the sun, externalization, you being seen, na vitu kama hizo. So be the best version of yourself today. I think the moon is in Capricorn. Let me confirm where the moon is. Let me tell you the energy of the day. Where is the moon today? 10th day. Where is the moon? Oh, the moon is in Capricorn. Good day for starting important projects. Capricorn is the 10th house, the new area. So, however you are shining today, meet new people, talk new businesses, talk new ideas, vitu kama hizo, because the moon is in the 10th house. Capricorn is the CEO type of energy. It is the 10th house, ndio magoti yako. Kwa hivyo mwezi iko kwa magoti yako for the next 2 days before it goes to your shin, what you call your Aquarius, before it goes to your Pisces. And then it's gonna go back to Aries, fire. Then Taurus, home. Oh, shit. That will be around next week to Thursday, Friday. I think around there. Or even the next weekend before Soul Group. Sasa. Tinuwekea kitabu upside down. Screenshot. Sawa. Upside down. Round and round. Inside out. Upside down. You hearing me? You feeling me? You turning me? Hiyo ngoma inakuanga esoteric. Upside down. Boy, you know, you turning me inside out. Anakuanga akiongea about soul and spirit. Huyu jamaa anamtouch soul and spirit. As within, so without. My screenshot. The good book. It's gonna awaken your mind. Utaona venye kalipango utasema, yani shit. Yani watu walikaa wakahesabu ni watu wangapi wanakunywa. A whole town. Ni watu wangapi wanakunywa Tusker. Ni watu wangapi huyo mama washikwe wenye wanapika hiyo. And that, kuna secrets. Get back on TikTok. Me, I want to start drinking your drinks. Soul Group. And then mchukue barua. It's not expensive kuchukua hizi barua zinachukuliwa. Shikaneni cooperations. Let's start drinking your drinks. Wacha nikuwe nakutana na drink hapo. Sijaijua, but nikiangalia naona imetengenezwa through all the right channels na ni ya Kenyans. Hivyo ndio tunataka. Take back your power. Can you imagine Africans? Hata pombe ya muna. Gaifafa. Pombe ya muna. Mko na nini kama hamuna hata pombe? Everything you're consuming, even alcohol, even something that taps you into your raw vibrational states or your emotional states, ni ya kutoka nje. Even something that taps you, kuwashikanisha in your emotional, your soul, your ancestors, ni ya kutoka nje. Mnafikia mtaongea na ancestors wenyu na whisky? Mtaongea na ancestors wenyu na gin? Ukitaka kuongea na ancestor wenyu vizuri, to connect to that connection of frequency and soul, if you want to, do it through your local brews. Understand your local brews. Hapa ziliitwa. This is a book of 1850. Between 1850 and 1999, zinaitwa potent brews. Zishaharibiwa jina, potent. But mimi nikiangalia wenye wako na potent vitu, watu napata wamelala kwa barabara. Jiona mtu wa Chang'aa amelala kwa barabara Nairobi. Naona tu tonudhu tu ndio naona. Jiona mtu amelala kwa barabara juu ya Moratina. Anaweza ilikuwa sherehe. But tonudhu naona watu wamelala kwa barabara. Sasa, no questions, so we can keep it going. Someone is traveling to the US. How do I overcome their spirits? Sababu ukitoka hapo ulikuwa unafaa kuwa umetengenezwa wewe na wewe. Kwani kwenye hakuna watu wangekutengeneza? Si ungetengenezwa before utoke hapa? Si ungefanywa ritual ya protection before you left? When are you traveling? What is your date? But you can DM. You can DM. I can send you a ritual you do on yourself. You do on your own ass. Okay, some protection ritual you can do on your own ass, on your own self. Nipo ukifanywa, but pia unaweza jifanyia kiareke. Bible kwanza, ya Bible. From the Bible. You can DM for that. So now, if there's nothing more, we can do have a beautiful day. It's already Cancer time. Matoka Gemini tumeingia Cancer. So this is the best time to baptize. You're supposed to take a shower 15 minutes ago. Actually, 24 minutes ago would have been the best time for anyone to take a shower before to ingia Cancer on that great arc, or what you call the Noah's Ark, aka when the sun is moving into Cancer, the fourth house, the heart area, emotions. So you take a shower prior to Cancer heart. So 11:45 you take a shower. Hiyo ndio inaitangwa baptism. That is when you're supposed to be baptized. That is the hour to be baptized. But even the people who baptize in the church, they don't even know. They just baptize, okay? It's during Noah's Ark. That is why ukigoogle, anything you Google that has Noah's Ark, ni lazima ilete rainbow. So the rainbow is between Aries all the way through the middle of spring, or what you call the first season or the first harvest. So ukigoogle, if you are to Google Noah, if you Google just the word Noah and you go to images, lazima uletewe an ark. See ark, you have to see a rainbow. See? On any picture that you Google, okay, Noah's Ark, there has to be a rainbow. It has to be accompanied by that rainbow. Okay, so that rainbow is what we are calling the first flood. Is what we are calling the first 4 months of the year, or Aries to Cancer, that arc, esoterically speaking. So every time you Google the arc, there has to be a rainbow. You cannot escape, because that is the allegory. Any arc, there has to be an arc, a rainbow. So that is hapo ndio unafaa kuwa ukifanya baptism. That is around 11:45 in the morning. And if you want even to go deeper, let's say umesahau kitu. Ukiulizwa kitu, Jaga wa mudhaka unaangalianga wapi? 11:45. It's an archangel. Which archangel? Unaangalianga archangel mgani ya kusaidia kukumbuka hapa? What is 11:45? What is that archangel? What is that 11:45? Tuulize Google. What archangel is at 11:45 a.m. in the morning? Michael. Nakwambia hapo Michael. Archangel Michael. Ndio hiyo. Archangel Michael. So, saa zile unaulizangu wa kitu umesahau. Class, what was B plus B? Unaangalia hapa. Unaangalia Archangel Michael. 11:45 a.m. when you're supposed to be having the great flood. When you're supposed to be harvesting. And then nakuza, what is Archangel Archangel Michael? Wacha tuulize. Ndio mnaitanga Saint Michael. Anakuanga wa Judaism, Christian na Muslims, What is Archangel Michael known for?
According to St. Michael's College, St. Michael is an archangel, a spiritual warrior in the battle of good versus evil. He is considered a champion of justice, a healer of the sick, and the guardian of the church.
It's what you call a dragon. You see him as a dragon, vanquishing the weak. Archangel Michael. Ulizangu wa swali umesahau, unaangalia Archangel Michael 11:45. Mambo ni mengi, muda ndio mchache. Na ukiangalia you see a bulb, you see a light, an angle, a light, an information, some frequency. Archangel Michael. Shout out to Archangel Michael. This is for teaching purposes only, Archangel Michael. I'm not calling on you. Keep doing your thing, Archangel Michael. Shout out to all angels. Kama ziko hapa ziko gari jafungwa. I think they're in the car. Itataka pressure. Itafika hiyo mguu, hebu angalia kwanza. Ama nikuje nikupampie kidogo. Hatukuongeza jana. We need new tires. I have to go. Let me go and pump. One of my car tires is low. I have a hand pump. Niende nifanye. Fike petrol station. Or if you have 15-inch tires that you're not using, brand new or unused, I need 2 tires. You can donate them to me. Hata brand new sijakata. Can donate 4 wheels also. 4 tires pia ni poa. I don't mind the make as long as ni size 15. Nasumbuliwa na miguu sana. I'm saying so. Some of you have donations. You're like, sasa donation tapeleka wapi? Tuweke gari mguu, ndio. Let me go and pump. Dayo.